Hello everyone. Accessibility testing can feel like a maze, right? With browser plugins, fancy tools, and long checklists, where do you even start? Today I'm going to share with you the ultimate accessibility testing method that works even if you are still sketching ideas on paper. Let's go. First, let's rethink accessibility testing. It's not just a checklist, it's a whole system. There are three pillars to the system: manual testing, usability testing, and automated testing. Each one solves different problems, and together they're a comprehensive framework for excellence. And think of the system like a safety net. Every test you run adds another layer of protection to a design and reducing risks of accessibility failures. Let's start with the manual testing. Manual testing is your hands-on designer first approach, but let's take it up a notch. Beyond basic checks for color contrast or alt text, here's what the pros do. Advanced contrast analysis. Use contrast tools that simulate visual impairments like titanopia or glaucoma. Tools like seam daltonism help you design for nuanced edge cases. Keyboard-only navigation test. You should always aim to test your design exclusively with the keyboard. Try navigating complex menu or form fields without a mouse. And pay attention to focus states, skip links, and logical tab order. Also, semantic component testing. Ensure interactive components have correct label and roles. Even in mockups, tools like Stark integrate with design software to flag potential issues very early in stage. Manual testing at this level requires empathy and understanding of how assistive technology interprets design. Train yourself to think beyond visuals. So, how will a blind or motor impaired user interact with the product? Now let's talk about how to conduct expert level accessibility audits even if you don't have a specialist on your team. By following a systematic approach, you can achieve reliable and actionable results. So start by simulating real-world scenarios. Increase zoom to 400% and enable high contrast mode. Your goal is to identify whether text patterns and other elements remain clear, readable, and usable. Next, you should test keyboard navigation. Can you access every element using just the tab, enter, and arrow keys? Also check for logical focus order and visible focus indicators. If you encounter focus traps where you can't tap out of a section, document them as critical issue to resolve. And if you have access to screen readers like NVDA at its free or VoiceOver on Mac, use it to navigate your prototype. Listen to how elements are announced to ensure they're meaningful and intuitive. For example, if a form field isn't labeled correctly, users relying on screen readers won't know what information to provide, and this is something you will want to flag immediately. For live prototypes or code-based designs, use your browser's DevTools to inspect elements. Look for any missing or incorrect ARIA roles, improperly nested headings, or redundant attributes. Here's a tip, just stick to standard HTML elements whenever possible because many accessibility issues arise when roles are misapplied or overcomplicated. And finally, document every issue in a structured way. Categorize them by priority, critical, high, medium, or low, based on the user impact. This approach ensures your team can address the most pressing barriers first while keeping long-term improvements on the radar. But of course, usability testing is where the magic happens. But here's how to unlock the true power. Focus on prestigious recruitment for participants with diverse disabilities. Recruiting participants isn't just about ticking boxes. For example, blind users can uncover navigation inefficiencies that tools like screen readers might just mask in simulations. And cognitively diverse users can reveal problems with overly complex workflows or poor labeling. You should try to pair usability testing with cognitive walkthroughs and ask participants to narrate their thought process, combine their insights with analytics like click tracking or error rates to pinpoint exact friction points. So regarding the automation, automation is evolving, and basic tools like Wave or Lighthouse are great, but for advanced testing, you should also go deeper with other methods like continuous integration testing, AI-powered audits, contextual testing. Automation at this level doesn't replace manual or usability testing, of course, but it accelerates your workflow by flagging issues earlier and often. Okay, let's summarize a little bit. And if you remember this takeaway, then you're already on a good path. And here the ultimate takeaway. Accessibility isn't an afterthought, it's a foundation. Integrate the testing at every stage of your workflow. So do quick manual tests to ensure baseline accessibility. Also run early automation checks to spot the glaring technical flaws. And conduct inclusive accessibility testing before finalizing critical flaws. By layering these techniques, you will create products that aren't just accessible but also delightful for everyone. And inclusive design is the future. By learning advanced accessibility testing, you are not just meeting standards, you are creating experiences that truly work for everyone. So, are you ready to make an impact? I'm sure you are, so let's transform the design world one step at a time. See you in the next video. Bye.